Colonel Adamson Mbewe from Zambia Air Force. I'm a fighter pilot by branch. Currently, I'm the Vice Chief of Training. In this conference, I'm the Zambia Air Force Liaison Officer, more or less like a point of contact for the association on behalf of the Zambia Air Force. The Association of African Air Forces is a congregation of the Air Forces of Africa. This is an association, a voluntary, non-political organization that has come to bring Air Forces for the very first time in our history to come and collaborate, exchange experiences, and share best experiences together, especially in our continent. That's what this association is all about. Zambia Air Force, this is our third participation. As you are aware that the AAAF, it's an association that meets twice in a year. There's a lower organ, which is the one which is meeting right now, and a supreme organ during the one that meets when the air chiefs congregate, the one that is called the symposium. So as Zambia Air Force, this is our fourth participation. The first participation was in 2018 when we signed the charter in Marrakesh in Morocco. Then the second time was the time when we meet as liaison officers. That was my first assignment when I was appointed as Zambia Air Force liaison officer in Dakar, Senegal. Then the following year, which was last year, the air chiefs met in Kenya, and for the first time, Zambia Air Force was invited to co-host with United States Air Forces based in Germany to host, and it is an honor to do that this year. The liaison officer is basically the point of contact person for the association with the respective Air Force. He is the person who coordinates the activities of the association with the Air Force, or indeed the Air Chief. Is basically the point of contact person, and is part and parcel of the working group that is mandated to do a lot of work on behalf of the Air Chief, so that at the time when they meet at the symposium, all the work that the liaison officer, in conjunction with other liaison officers of the other countries, would have worked out, and then they present as a team. But it's a product that comes from the liaison officers to the air chiefs for ratification or indeed further guidance. The working group is very, very important, because the working group is the one that is given a lot of taskings from the Air Chief Symposium to be worked on or indeed finalized. So we do receive tasks from the symposium where maybe proposals are made to the Air Chiefs. Then they would be able to give directives either to make some adjustments before the final product is given to the Air Chiefs. Further, for whatever the association will be able to achieve, the working team is the working group. So that's where much work for the association is done, and then presented for ratification or indeed guidance to the symposium when the air chiefs meet, because they are the ones who yield the desired authority and guidance with regard to where the association is supposed to go. So it's basically the working team for the association on behalf of the various air forces who are voluntary members of the AAAF. The most important thing for one to come in as an LNO, the starting point perhaps is the respective country where one is coming from. This has got to be a person who is well experienced in terms of understanding both his Air Force and the aviation in general outside. And most importantly, this should be a person who has a direct contact, or indeed who yields some contact from his air chief, because at the time when he's appointed to be the liaison officer, he is mandated to speak on behalf of his air chiefs during the working group. So therefore, he has to have a direct contact, so that what he is not able to to articulate, he's able to get guidance from his air chief. And where he's not clear, even during the working group, he can still get back either through a phone call or whichever other means to get guidance from the air chief. So that what he speaks on behalf of the air chief. So he should be one who is well experienced, one who is able to articulate issues well on behalf of his air chief. The benefit of working with other countries, obviously, no man is an island. As an Air Force, obviously, we would want to learn other things that we don't know, other best practices, experiences, because we are geographically located in different areas. And obviously, our experiences, especially with safe flying, they are totally different. So certain best experiences can be exchanged for the benefit of perhaps Zambia Air Force. So it is very important to establish this collaboration between between the air forces within Africa and indeed the US. It always works better in terms of improving on the way we do certain things. Obviously, even for us to bring to the fore our own experiences as the Zambia Air Force, having been in existence from 1963 to date, obviously we have a wealth of experience that we would always want to share. But where would we share if we don't have such a platform? So this is a beautiful platform that we can be able to share that and also learn from others too.